Hello again and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, aka BGFH, and I am back for another Game Speak video. That's right, I am back to show you guys another pretty dang fun game that I just discovered on the Amazon Echo devices. Now this game is called Escape the Room, and it is actually an escape room kind of a thing. I've never done one of these in real life, but I would love to try it with some friends one time. You know, you're put into a room for like an hour, and you have to look around the room and find clues, and this thing will lead to that thing, which will lead to another thing, and then eventually you'll try to, escape before the time limit. Now, I don't know that this one is actually timed, but this Escape the Room skill has several different scenarios that we're going to do. Well, I'm not going to do in this video because, of course, I want you guys to try to figure out a lot of them on your own. But what I think I'm going to do, I've done one of these scenarios already. And I will do the one that I already finished, and then maybe I'll start the next one just to basically give you guys something new, and also see if I can see what kind of progress I can make in the second one on video. So, and I thought this might be a little simplistic or a little gimmicky, but last night I was just laying in bed and I could not sleep. And I just went through and I started asking you-know-who. I'm like, yeah, what kind of games can we play? And yeah, I looked at some categories, and I looked at like if they have some adventure style games. And this is the one I chose, and I gotta tell you, it's kind of fun. So let us initiate this skill by saying, Alexa, play Escape the Room. Hopefully it's loud enough for you. It should be pretty loud.
Welcome to Escape the Room. You are currently in the lobby where you can choose a room to enter. The available rooms are the office, the car, the jail cell, and the garage. Which room would you like to enter?
The office.
Your eyes slowly open to a blurred room. You are laying on your back in a state of confusion. As your vision
Zoom
begins to
1.0x
clear
adjustable.
up, you begin to notice familiar objects.
Stop recording video. But
You check your pockets and all of your possessions are missing. You jump in a panicked state and lunge at the door in front of you. Unfortunately, the door seems to be locked. You are trapped in an office. What would you like to do? Just say look up, down, left, right, or forward to begin.
Look forward.
You look in front of you. There is a green door. That could be your way out. What would you like to do?
Look up.
You look at the ceiling. The only thing you see up there is a freshly painted blue vent. What would you like to do?
Look down.
You look down and see a dusty red oriental rug. It looks like it's seen better days. What would you like to do?
Look right.
You look to the right and see a safe on the floor and a circuit breaker on the wall. What would you like to do?
Look left.
You look to the left and see a desk against the wall and a white trash bin beside it. Looks like there are some items on the desk. What would you like to do?
More time. The reason I did that is because I just wanted to give you guys a quick little explanation. So I can look whatever direction I want to, and I've looked every direction that we can look right now. Now, basically, I just have to figure out what sequence I want to accomplish things. So we're going to start looking at different things. Now, I know what to do here, but I'm just going to play through it here and let you guys listen.
What would you like to do?
Look left.
You look to the left and see a desk against the wall and a white trash bin beside it. Looks like there are some items on the desk. What would you like to do?
Examine trash can.
You do not see a can to interact with. When using or interacting with
hang
an
on.
object in the room, please make sure to be looking in the correct direction first. What would you like to do?
Examine trash bin.
You look into this white trash basket, but nothing is inside. What would you like to do?
Okay.
That is not an option. Inspect an object, use an item on an object, or look in a different direction. What would you like to do?
Examine desk.
You see a beautiful mahogany desk with a drawer, an old photo, and what looks like a recently written letter. What would you like to do?
Open the drawer.
You try and pull the desk drawer open, but it seems to be jammed. There's a small opening in the top. Something may be able to fit in here. What would you like to do?
Examine the desk.
You see a beautiful mahogany desk with a drawer, an old photo, and what looks like a recently written letter. What would you like to do?
Read the letter.
You start reading the handwritten letter on the desk. Dear Secretary, the moment you walked through my door, I knew you were the one for me. You swept me off my feet when our eyes first met. I hate to vent all my feelings to you in a letter, but this had to be said. I hope you have the heart not to throw this letter in the trash, like the last 4 I sent. Sincerely, your boss. What would you like to do?
Examine photo.
An old photo sits behind a thick glass frame. It's a father celebrating his daughter's 5th birthday. What would you like to do?
Look up.
You look at the ceiling. The only thing you see up there is a freshly painted blue vent. What would you like to do?
Examine vent.
You look up at the vent and see that it's screwed to the ceiling. What would you like to do?
Unscrew vent.
You look up at the vent and see that it's screwed to the ceiling. What would you like to do?
Unscrew vent.
You look up at the vent and see that it's screwed to the ceiling. What would you like to do?
Look down.
You look down and see a dusty red oriental rug. It looks like it's seen better days. What would you like to do?
Lift the rug.
You lift the red rug up, and within the dusty floorboards you notice what looks like a trapdoor. What would you like to do?
Open trapdoor.
You see a trapdoor below the rug. There is a switch beside it, but it doesn't seem to be working. What would you like to do?
Look right.
You look to the right and see a safe on the floor and a circuit breaker on the wall. What would you like to do?
Use circuit breaker.
There are 4 different colored switches: blue, red, white, and green. What order would you like to switch them in?
Green, red, blue, white.
Power begins to flow through the circuit breaker. You hear a noise coming from under the rug. What would you like to do?
More time. So what we did there is basically you had to really pay attention. You have to pay attention to the colors of each of the things when you look in different directions. You have a green door, you have a blue vent, you have a red rug, and a white trash can, and you have to look at the clues in the letter and you like basically the order that they are referring to those words.
What would you like to do?
Look down.
You look down and see a dusty red oriental rug. It looks like it's seen better days. What would you like to do?
Lift rug.
You lift the red rug up, and within the dusty floorboards you notice what looks like a trapdoor. What would you like to do?
Open trapdoor.
The trapdoor is open and has a crowbar inside it. This seems useful, so you pick it up. What would you like to do?
Look left.
You look to the left and see a desk against the wall and a white trash bin beside it. Looks like there are some items on the desk. What would you like to do?
Use crowbar on drawer.
You slide the crowbar into the opening and break open the drawer. You find a screwdriver inside and pick it up. What would you like to do?
Look up.
You look at the ceiling. The only thing you see up there is a freshly painted blue vent. What would you like to do?
Use screwdriver on the vent.
Using the screwdriver, you are able to slowly remove the vent from the ceiling. As you do so, a hammer falls out. You pick up the hammer. What would you like to do?
Look left.
You look to the left and see a desk against the wall and a white trash bin beside it. Looks like there are some items on the desk. What would you like to do?
Use hammer on photo.
You smash the glass with your hammer and take out the photo. On the back there is a date, March 1995. What would you like to do?
Examine photo.
It's a father celebrating his daughter's 5th birthday. You turn the photo around and see the date marked as March 1995. What would you like to do?
Look right.
You look to the right and see a safe on the floor and a circuit breaker on the wall. What would you like to do?
Open safe.
This safe has a 4-digit combination. Which 4 digits do you want to enter?
0395.
A red light blinks, and the safe makes an angry noise, but it does not open. What would you like to do?
Use safe.
This safe has a 4-digit combination. Which 4 digits do you want to enter?
0390.
The door swings open to reveal a stack full of legal papers, a handgun, some photos, and a key. You pick up the key for later but leave the gun. What would you like to do?
Look forward.
You look in front of you. There is a green door. That could be your way out. What would you like to do?
Use key on the door.
You try and shove the key into the lock, but it doesn't fit. Then you turn it around and it goes in perfectly. You turn the doorknob and walk towards freedom. Congratulations on escaping from the office. Not many make it this far. It took you 9 minutes, 9.297 seconds to escape from the office. Try one of our other escape rooms, or challenge your friends to beat your time. Now that you have beaten the room, we would love if you could give our skill a review on Amazon. We've spent many hours working to bring this skill to you for free, and a 5-star review goes a long way to help keep us motivated to bring you more improvements and great skills in the future. All we ask is that you take the time to let us know what you thought about the game and any suggestions if you have them. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. You are now back in the lobby. The available rooms are the office, the car, the jail cell, and the garage. Which room would you like to enter?
Quit. So I might go back in for a brief minute or two just to start one other campaign just to see what we're in for. But that is one of the scenarios. So like I said, you basically now have a spoiler guide on how to beat that. So like I said, I kind of gave it away, but that's why I'm not going to show you the other ones. You know what? I'm not going to show you. No, I'm not even going to. You heard what they were. You have the car, the jail cell, I forget, there's like 3 or 4 other ones. But you heard what they were a couple times there, once at the beginning and once at the end, once we finished. But that is just a really, really neat kind of game. I figured out most of it in a pretty short amount of time as I was laying in bed last night. But there was one part at the end where I felt really, really stupid. So I figured out everything, and I should mention, you do get 1 free hint per each scenario. And then if you want additional hints, you can basically do like an in-app purchase through the Echo. You know, it'll say like, oh, this will cost you blah, blah, blah. And I think it's like, what did they say, like $2.50 or something if you're a Prime member, and like $3 if you're not. So, you know what? I mean, if you want to support the game and you get really, really stuck or something, you know, it might be worth doing, you know, just to support them and rate them in the store and all that. But what I got stuck on was the safe. Now, I knew once because I broke the picture, I figured that out right away. I'm like, oh, hammer. Okay, I'm going to break the glass and there's going to be something behind the, you know, written on the back of the photo. Problem was, I had all the clues in front of me, but I just was not, part of it was not clicking. And the reason I did the 2 safe combinations because I wanted to show you which one I originally chose. I did the 0395 because I'm thinking, okay, March 9, and then they said, you know, March 95, so that was when the picture was taken. And I couldn't figure it out because it would go 0395, and then I thought, oh, maybe it's European, so maybe it's 9503. Nothing worked, and I could not figure it out. And then I came back to it today, looked at it again, or we'll listen to it again, and it's cool because it does keep your progress. So if you do quit and then you decide, I'm going to come back later and try to figure this out, it kind of does save where you leave off. I mean, it does add to your total time. So when I did this earlier, it said it took me like 20 hours to do, but that's because I spent maybe 20 minutes on it last night, and then I spent 5 minutes just a little bit ago. So what I didn't account for, and I said the worst part is, as I saw it too, I heard on the front of the painting it said, oh, it's a father and her daughter's 5th birthday. And I thought that, I was thinking, oh, okay, the date on the back, that was when she's born. I was too stupid to put in the fact that, oh, duh, if it's on her birthday, of course it's 1990 because she's now 5 years old. So you have to subtract that from the 95, which is when the birthday photo was taken, like the actual birthday party photo was taken. But she was actually born 5 years before. So it's like, oh, for God's sake. Like I said, I got everything else pretty quickly, and I felt really smart. And then I just felt really dumb because I couldn't. I even posted on Twitter before I was laying in bed. I'm like, why can't I get this clue? It's got to be blatantly obvious, and it kind of was. But and like I said, you have the colors thing, where it says, you're looking at. At first, I didn't really think to. I read the letter, but it didn't really dawn on me. And I'm thinking, okay, I see the colors on the different items in the room, and then on the circuit breaker, I got that. So I'm like, okay, maybe I got to go from left to right, or do I go like left, up, middle, down, or it like some kind of weird order I'm not seeing. And then I read the letter and went, oh, there's key words in here. So again, you really have to pay attention to everything that she says. And I am absolutely, especially when I want to play something, but I don't want to look at a screen. Something like this is perfect. So I'm definitely going to rate this in the Amazon app because, yeah, I definitely want more scenarios. I definitely want more titles that are deep like this. I think the Jeopardy one was kind of cool. I like that one. I did play a little bit of Price It Right last night before I played this. And I'm like, I want to play something new. And I'm glad I found it because this is actually really fun. I definitely want to try to finish all of the other scenarios on my own. So that is Escape the Room. You can basically just tell your little Echo speaker to play it, and away you go. It'll add the skill. Yeah, I think it's a really, really well done game. It kind of reminds me of like an old DOS text adventure meets the escape room concept, because you're saying use this on that, look this way, go that way. It reminds me of those old PC games where you type on the command prompt line interface, but then combine that with an escape room, and you do it all with your voice and just listening. So you really got to pay attention. So yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm definitely going to play more of this because I'm actually kind of hooked. I want to solve the rest of these rooms as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79 or mixer.com/BGFH. And until next time, I will chat with you guys again later.
Stop recording video.